Welcome back to Late Night Letterboxd and the Late Night Chat Network, your first stop for pop culture talk. I'm here today with our co-host JT.
Yeah.
And Julie Mack in the house. And of course, I'm Nico. And underneath our names here, you can see our Letterboxd usernames: JT Maz, Neeks87, and Julie Mack 13. And you can check out our profiles on Letterboxd. And basically, this is our show where we go through our Letterboxd, use it as an excuse to talk all things movies, maybe some movie news, things like that of that nature. And we highlight our watch list, what we've been watching lately, what we're looking forward to watching, and kind of, use it as a show outside of our late night at the movies review show where we kind of do deep dive conversations on films we've rewatched or watched for the first time. So definitely check that out. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe. But yeah, Julie, if you want to go ahead, get us started here through our profiles.
Since the Florida Project, I only watched one movie besides the one that we just talked about. Have you heard of this one, Nico? Woman in the Yard?
So I watched, okay, you gave it 3 stars, so that tells me a little bit right off the bat. So I've watched the trailer for this in theaters when I was going to see something else. And then I also came across an article that said that people are super divided on whether or not they like this film due to something that happens later in the film, like in the ending or something like that. Like apparently it's like a weird criticism on stuff. I didn't want to read into it too much because I didn't want to ruin it for myself, but I read a couple of blurbs and that's what people were alluding to a little bit. Am I correct on that? Or
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because
I haven't looked into what the buzz is about it, but that makes a lot of sense to me.
Okay. So you're kind of like what? So on it then, or with 3 stars, or
I didn't think. Okay, this was Nadine's birthday extravaganza. We went to the Carlton or the Review or something.
Yep.
One of those theaters, and this was playing. We saw it. She loves a scary movie. That's
sure.
Yeah. So we missed the opening bit because we were at the concession thing when we got there. So I missed like maybe the first 3 to 5 minutes of it. But yeah, I don't even know if I want to show you I didn't even write that much, but it feels like a spoiler to the end a little bit. So I'm not even going to open my review, but there was just elements to it that were predictable to me, like of story structure, that I was like, all right, like I had it kind of pegged early on, kind of knew what direction it was going to go. And then stuff that sort of skewed away from my path of like, okay, I knew that this was going to happen and this was going to happen. The stuff that went against the grain for me was like, it became a commentary on a social issue, sort of, that I was like, okay.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. That's what the article I read alluded to. And it became something about what it wasn't or presented itself as maybe originally, right? So let me, if I don't have this mistaken, this is about a woman who sits on a chair outside of a house, essentially outside the yard, and it's a black woman. Am I correct in saying that? Or okay.
Yes, yeah. I think that's like, yeah, that's not, yeah, that's.
I don't know if that has anything to do with the social commentary, but that
no.
is okay. So I didn't know if they had that. So it has nothing to do with that play into the commentary.
No.
Because
it wasn't about
that's like a Get Out or something like that. It's not like that. Okay.
It's not about that kind of like racial issue, social climate, that type of thing. That's not what I'm talking about anyway.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just like about this black family.
Okay.
In their house, and they notice this strange cloaked figure is sitting on their lawn.
Right.
And they have interactions with this mysterious kind of figure, and it's all very unsettling. And then as like the progression of like, who is this person? Who is this figure? Where did you come from? Like, what is all this? as that evolves, it kind of gets into the social commentary a bit. I might even be framing this incorrectly. I'm not sure. I just don't want to. Like it might. It seems like it might be a little bit misleading. Like once you see it, you'll know what I mean. But it gets to the thing at the end. I know what they were doing. I don't know if I loved the ending. That's all.
Ham-fisted, preachy, like kind of like hitting you over the head with something, or like
kind of a little bit. But there was like an element of like they were trying to be slick with something that they did, and I'm like, I don't know if I like how that rounded out.
Didn't work for you. Okay. See, that's what I've been hearing. I heard it's like some people are like, oh, this is brilliant, and then other people are like, I don't know what they were trying to do here, or they saw what they were trying to do and they just didn't appreciate it or like it.
I think it was well made. Like, to its credit, it was well made. There was a lot of good like sound design elements to it, like production wise, it was done very well. It was just like, I don't know, maybe I've become jaded by like really good like stuff that I've seen in the suspense genre, that this just like didn't meet the threshold for what I find to be like really impressive in a horror-ish lane.
Yeah,
but I don't know, like I'm kind of picky, right? Like I don't know.
And again, without knowing what this movie is talking about, like whatever the commentary part of
it's hard to
yeah. But even then, like certain movies, though, I feel like they're branding themselves as one thing. And then when you go to see them, they're something completely different than you really expected from it. And not in a good way, if that makes sense. Sometimes it's like, well, I didn't want to watch a movie about whatever this is, right? But was there still any creepy elements to it, though? Like, okay.
It has elements of like suspense build, but it also has jump scare spots. It also has like a lot of dynamic parts.
The trailer made it look interesting. That's why I mean, when I started to see like people very divided on this, I was just like, okay,
it's about the ending. I know it is. I know it's about how they tried to do a resolve, how they tried to. Yeah, I know it's about that, and I think it's particularly relevant to like this generation's view on this social issue.
Fair enough. Why don't you click on it? I want to see what Letterboxd thinks of it with their
if I click here, is it going to open my thing though?
No, on the actual title. On the title.
Whatever.
It's okay. It has something to do with that. That's fine. I mean, listen.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, it's a Blumhouse? This is a Blumhouse movie?
This is drama horror.
I guess.
Okay. Hold on. Look at the ratings. Ooh, 2.6 average. 3 is the most common rating. So you got 2.2 to 3 is majority. Okay.
It makes sense. It makes sense to me.
Jamie Lee Curtis is in this.
What?
I don't know. Someone wrote 88 minutes of Jamie Lee Curtis saying trauma.
She's not in it.
Okay.
I don't know what that's about.
Does that have something to do with the local snake community? I don't know. I'm just reading fucking like little things. I don't know.
I don't want to say too much more about it. Like whatever. You've already seen what I wrote. Like, yeah. It's I can appreciate it from technical standpoints, though. It's just like story-wise, the ending didn't do it for me. I was like, nah, this took me out of my like appreciation for like the horror element of it and like the spooky element of it.
Right.
It took me out of it, kind of.
Yeah. That's fair. Given what you wrote there, what you're saying, I can understand, I think, possibly. Yeah, but I'm still going to check it out. It's not like I was going to check it out.
I'll be curious to see what you think about it. Like, I'm very interested to know how you feel about it after you see it.
Yeah, horrors, I like burning through. Like, I can watch a bunch of fucking horrors and, like, you know, not feel like what. Like, you know, it really... I gotta say, last year was a standout for the genre, in my opinion. I thought it was one of the best years of horror last year. So for them to follow us up with this year,
oh my god,
it's tough.
Same director as that fucking Carry On movie.
Oh, I liked Orphan. He did Orphan.
Oh, yes, Orphan and The Shallows.
Wax. I like House of Wax too. That's the one with Paris Hilton. I think that one. That was
this. I just watched this.
I remember.
Fucking, not that long ago.
That one's okay. It's not that.
That's the thriller part of his aspect, I think, because I was reading what he was doing. Like I looked up the director to see if there was anything else. Yeah, and I seen The House of Wax, which was good. The Orphan, which was good. The Shallows, which was good. I didn't know it was Carry On as well, but I could see that whole.
I liked Orphan. Orphan was good. I liked Orphan.
Yeah, I heard good things about this.
Which one?
Shallows?
Shallows?
Never seen that. No.
No.
Oh,
I've heard good things about this movie.
Yeah.
Oh, Blake Lively's in it. Oh, he's a terrible person.
Can
now.
you hear Max? Can you hear Max's voice right now?
I'll have her baby.
Yeah. I'd love to impregnate her, dude, or whatever the fuck he would say. Yeah. So yeah, that's all I've really watched in that time, and then I added a few things to my watch list, I think, and then yeah, we watched Enemy of the State, obviously. What have I added?
Oh, there you go. Doors and Tombstone. Yep. Val Kilmer.
Yep. I also realize I don't think I've seen the Bourne stuff. Like, if anything, I've maybe seen the first one, but not all the way through. Not enough for me to recall any of it, so I need to rewatch that.
Yeah, they're entertaining. I like them. They're not bad. I mean, it's definitely a different Matt Damon in those movies for sure too. Like, you know, not that he hasn't done action before, but that's probably like his most like action type of role that he's had in these films for sure. Like he's whooping some ass in these films.
And then I added some other ones that we were talking about in pairings and just like relevant types. I've never seen Independence Day. I always mix that up with a different movie from the same time.
Wow,
like
Independence Day. That was like one of those, but you know what? You were probably pretty young when that came out, right?
I was 4. Yeah.
That was like one of those like movies everyone was talking about when it came out. That was a very popular movie.
I always mix it up with another movie. I feel like it's Signs I mix it up with, and I don't know why.
Signs is excellent. I love Signs.
I've never seen that either. It's just like two that I mix up the titles for whatever reason.
There is a scene in that movie that to this day like is like scarred me, like creeps me out. It's like that there's like that's like the holy trinity of like what's his name of his films during that period of time is Signs, what's his name, M. Night Shyamalan. Like those were that was his best period. He did Sixth Sense, then he did
which I've not seen.
Signs and Unbreakable, all excellent.
I've seen Unbreakable.
Excellent movie. I like. Oh, did you like Unbreakable? Or I like Unbreakable.
I think so. Yeah, from what I recall. But yeah, no, I've not seen Signs or Sixth Sense. Man on Fire, Black Bag. I don't even. We must have talked about this.
I think Jay's gonna be talking about it soon. So yeah, I mean he watched it. I watched it. I talked about it on our last episode actually. So
yeah, I was gonna say. So this would have been stuff that we talked about from the last episode that I had added since then.
Anything you have any interest in checking out soon that you want to like check out of your list? More like, you know, maybe with.
I'm really just because this is getting pushed to me a lot because of like the lane of like genres that I'm into. Like I'll probably watch this soon. Let me see. This is all stuff we talked about last time.
Yeah, I've heard there's just a lot of fans of that movie, The Doors. I think he plays Jim Morrison in that movie.
I really ought to watch Anora. Oh, you know what? I was supposed to go see Mickey 17. Levi and Laura actually, they were like, we're going to go see it tonight if you want to go. And I ended up having to work late, so I didn't get to go. But that just got released on Plex for rental or something, so I probably will watch that soon.
I think you'll like it.
Yeah, I think so. From what I've just murmurs that I've been hearing. I really want to watch Conclave. I should fucking get that over with.
That's entertaining. Yeah. Definitely one of my favorite movies of last year. Oh, you got Cube on here? You ever seen Cube?
No.
That's a weird one. I don't know what The Cube is. Is that like an earlier version of that or something? I don't know what that is.
I don't remember. I think we just came across them at the same time when I was looking for Cube, and like it sounded weird enough that I added it to the watch list. Also, it's Jim Henson.
It looks like they're doing the facial recognition from the last movie we did in a movie review.
Yeah, that's right. And
An
actually,
unnamed man, simply called the Man, is trapped in a cubicle white room where anyone else can enter and leave, but which he himself apparently cannot leave. A stool is brought in, covered in strawberry jam. The furniture changes throughout the play. The main character is subjected to an increasingly puzzling and frustrating series of encounters as a variety of people come through various of hidden doors, but as many remind him, he can only leave through his own door and he must find it to leave. This is definitely a Miles thing that we would have found. Yeah.
Although if that is the same Jim Henson, that's just peculiar. This film, it is
the same one.
Yeah, that's weird.
And then Cube, we were probably looking for Cube, and then I accidentally found the Cube.
So I mean, it's the same in the sense that they are trapped in somebody wakes up trapped in a cube, but then what ends up happening is they find out that they can travel to different cubes, like they're all connected within like an actual big cube, all these rooms, and like as they work their way through it. Jay, have you ever seen this movie?
No.
Oh, Jay would like this. So like as they work their way through it, there's like all these weird rooms. Like there's certain rooms that if you go in there's certain traps in rooms. There's like they're trying to figure out, like, solve the mystery of how you escape this big cube-like structure.
They look like they're outside, right? Like they're still outdoors in that picture there.
No, this is in a cube. This is in a cube where they are right now.
Okay.
Yeah. I like it. It's really like low budget, but it's a lot of fun. It's like a weird sci-fi. I think there's a sequel too that I've watched. I think there's a couple of them, but it's like yeah, it's a really basic concept, but like really interesting, like kind of like movie where it makes you think.
This is getting pushed to me a lot too, and I've known about this one. I really want to watch it.
I think you would. I don't know if you did. There's certain aspects about this film I think you'd really dig, but again, there's certain characters that, like I told you, are unlikable in this that kill the movie for some people that have watched it, from my understanding. But I love this movie. I mean, I know we talked about it a lot last episode of Late Night Letterboxd.
Yeah.
I
think if I think about like the bulk of like whatever my page 1 of 2 on my fucking thing, 3 Billboards stands out to me. Like I'm probably gonna watch that soon.
Frances McDormand kicks so much ass in that movie too. She's such a badass in that movie.
I think who keeps telling me to watch? I think you and I were talking about it. Yeah. You're like, I want to take his face off. Like, I feel like it's just so ridiculous. I need to see it.
That's literally my review of it. I read that back a couple weeks ago, and I had so much fun watching it.
I'm also just kind of like in a mood for a fun movie, though. So I'll find something like, Friday or one of these ones.
Face Off might fit the film. As long as you don't take it seriously. It's so bad. Well, no, it's not that it's bad. That's literally one of those movies, the rare occurrences where I would say it's so like crazy, it's good. Like it's so enjoyable.
Yeah. Everything else that's on here is
Chocolat.
I actually own this movie and I've just never watched it.
Yeah, I know Christine's a big fan, I'm sure.
Which one is
I
that?
went on a big Johnny Depp like buying spree when I saw them at a Giant Tiger in a fucking bargain bin, and I just bought Johnny Depp everything.
Yeah. Chocolat.
Do you know about this one? Did we talk about this?
Yeah, that's a Stephen King story, right?
So I've never seen the movie, but I played the video game a lot.
I've never seen the movie either. Actually, I've read there's a comic book adaptation of this that I've read, and it's based on a Stephen King short story, I believe, or maybe I don't know. It's not a full length novel. I think it's a short story of his. Yeah.
My brothers and I played the Super Nintendo game religiously when we were kids, but I've never seen the movie, and I know nothing about the plot of it. Like from the game, it's just like kind of a weird sci-fi fucking. Your 2 little platformer dudes running around killing dudes. It was pretty simple.
Hold up. Is that like what Invader Zim movie is that? Is that a new thing?
2019.
Oh, I watched this. Yeah, this came out a few years ago. Yeah, I watched this. I was a huge fan of that cartoon. That movie was just like whatever, but
I've never seen The Craft. I've never seen Mirror Mask, Page Master. These are all ones that I'm like, I really should watch those.
Yeah.
I don't really care about this one anymore. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of in the mood for a fun thing. I don't know.
You do have Asteroid City by Wes Anderson in your list there. What'd you say, Jay?
Smiling Friends is actually pretty funny. It's little
Smiling
shorts, right?
Friends. I know somebody that did some of the voice work for the show.
It's cute. It's just it's weird.
It's silly as fuck.
Yeah,
the guys who made this have like a lot of YouTube content that I'm a big fan of, like Zach Hadel or Hedel. I don't know, however you Psychic Pebbles, yeah. Hellbenders. Did I ever show you that?
I think so.
Real silly fucking YouTube depths of Flash cartoon animation stuff on YouTube.
I am a fan of that kind of stuff, yeah.
Chris O'Neill is another guy that did a lot of the same type of content. This is like 15 years ago going back. It's just like silly YouTube nonsense, but big fan. So when they got into Smiling Friends, I was like, oh, that's pretty sick. And then, I happen to know somebody that did some voice stuff for it. So I'm like, I should watch that.
Nice.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
I don't think any of us are gonna have too much this week, guys, but you can go to mine if you want. I can get mine out of the way here. I literally only have one movie I watched other than Enemy of the State, which we just talked about on Late Night at the Movies, everyone. But that's Death of a Unicorn. If you go on there, I got 2.5 stars for this one.
Seriously? You watched it?
I did. I went to the theaters to watch this on cheap movie night with Christine. Christine, this is one that she's seen the trailer of, and she's like, okay, we got to go watch this. She was interested by it. Listen, I originally gave this a 3, and then I gave it a 2.5. And listen, my boy Paul Rudd is in this, so there's not much bad I can say about him. He was fun as always in this. Good cast. Jenna Ortega is with him in it. Will Poulter, and then Tia Leone, which I haven't seen in something in forever. I feel like this was just like literally such a basic ass plot of a film, though, and I'm really concerned after some of the talk that we've had recently about A24 diverging from maybe some of their material, or even some of their releases not being as strong out the gate as of recently in terms of reviews and even things that they've announced. So I don't know. I'm worried about them this year. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm sure there's not going to be anything good they put out, because I'm sure there will be. Yeah. I mean, I guess.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah. So it's kind of a satire on like people that are like, rich people and like how ignorant they can be to certain things. This is okay. I'm just gonna tell you the basic plot because it's the first few minutes of the film. What's his name? Paul Rudd, his daughter is with him, and they go on a road trip. He's going to go up to this house for these rich people that he basically is getting hired as a lawyer for, in terms of this guy's will. He's trying to work out some details and work with his family because this guy's on his way out. He's sick, and they're like these rich douchebag type people. And Will Poulter's his son, and Leah Leone is his wife. So they end up going there, and on the way up to this guy's place that's like in the middle of nowhere, the car hits a unicorn. Okay, and they end up, looks like they end up killing it, right? And then whatever, if you know things about unicorns and powers
are real,
you to unicorns, kind of goes from there. And they take the unicorn up into the backseat of the car, and they drive up to this person's house. And it kind of just goes off from there, basically.
Okay.
And, so there's elements of unicorns in it, and there's elements about the fantasy of unicorns and what they were in folklore, like kind of like elements like in books, like they learn about them. And obviously, if you can tell from the poster here, it is a satire, but it's also a comedy horror of sorts, or like Jurassic Park, I think, is a good way of describing it, because there's creatures that are after them essentially in the film.
So you're saying for A24 and worried about the year they're gonna have now. Are they just tagging now, starting to tag their names on certain things just to have it out there, like kind of like Blumhouse does, because that kind of gives you the, it's taking them a break. They can work on a project properly and just tag on and kind of like, we said that about, I think, writers and stuff like that, who just
J.J. Abrams is guilty of this. He attaches his name to things that he's producing, and then he literally has very limited, it seems like, participation in the film. Yet he'll slap his name on something and it will sell based off of his name being attached to it. Yes, like production companies tend to do this sometimes. Maybe that is what they're doing more now. It's a good point, Jay.
Gives a good break for a year, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Here's the thing: none of these movies that they've announced though have like out the gate have sounded terrible in terms of cast or even the types of films they are. It's just that I feel like they're becoming very predictable almost to the point where like it's satisfy
the masses, I guess.
It's just I don't know. I don't know what it is, but that Opus movie got really bad reviews. Mind you, I haven't watched it yet. This was just like okay. Like, I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it also wasn't anything interesting or exciting. It was very basic. So I don't know. And it's not like they don't have good people attached to it. I think this was a good cast. It's just like, I just don't know. It's like diminishing returns, so to speak, on some of their films lately. So
that's a good way to put it.
Yeah. I just feel like it's like people are like, oh, new A24 movie. And then it gets the hype. But then I feel like it doesn't get the critical acclaim as some of their previous releases have been having. Right. So, it may be like, I know Max, last time we talked about this, he had attributed it to maybe the fact that they are now trying to go out of their way to do different types of material. I don't know. It's a little bit of that, but I also think it's like a little bit of like, it's just like they're not striking gold as often as they were previously, which, it happens. You can't have a streak that hot forever. Right. But they really need to, I think, space out some of these releases though, right? Because I think we're getting back-to-back months of the new year now where these are non-positively reviewed films that they've been putting out. So bad start to the year for them. Warfare is getting a lot of hype. I think that might be the one that's the darling and of the year, possibly, right? Because it's got Alex Garland behind it. Julie, someone actually just commented on our trailer video recently. They said the other person that's co-directing it with this film with them, it is actually based on real life events that they went through.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad. Yeah.
So this actually, that piqued my interest way more than I learned about that after we talked about the trailer, because I'm like, okay, that makes sense why they're co-directing it, and it's actually coming from a source of somebody that was in that war. I
like that.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, that has very big potential for me right now. And of course, me and Jay, I know at least, are looking forward to Friendship, which is coming out with Paul Rudd and your boy there, which you can't stand.
Yeah. I hope
Tim Robinson.
Yeah. I hope that works out better than like this unicorn one that you're talking about, right?
It was just kind of corny. Like, this is something, Jay, you would watch and be like, this is cheesy as fuck. What is this?
Yeah, if I want to scare the girlfriend's daughter about unicorns because they're in love. Even my niece love with unicorns right now. You want to scare the shit out of them? Yeah, show them this movie.
I know. That's the thing, though. It's not. I don't think it achieves either of what it's trying to go for. It's not that scary, and it's not that funny. So, like, I don't know. It's just kind of corny.
Paul Rudd, though. I mean, he could play anything, bro. He could play.
Said he's excellent.
Yeah, exactly.
He's the saving grace, and why I gave it 3 stars originally. But I'm like, no, it's more of a 2.5 stars. Here's the thing. I probably would never watch it.
What? You never watch it again?
I probably will never watch it again. No, it's not a rewatchable. It's for me. I watched it one and done. But speaking of watching, let's go over my watch list here. That's all I watched there. Oh, so a few from the last time that we were on the show here together. One is this Last Detail movie, starring Jack Nicholson. I really want to watch this movie. I've heard nothing but good things about this movie, and it's something I'm going to take the time to check out. It's about like these guys that take somebody out before he goes to jail, like these Navy dudes, and I guess they go and party. They go and try to give this guy a good time because he's about to go to.
I don't know what Navy dudes do to have a good time, bro.
Randy Quaid.
Yeah, he's got a shirt off in the poster. I'm trying to wonder. They get stuck on ships for a long period of time with each other.
Yeah, it says here, kid 8 years in the brig. No, it's okay. It basically says, 2 Navy men are ordered to bring a young offender to prison, but decide to show him one last good time along the way. So, listen, it's starring your boy Jack Nicholson, Jay. So,
did it actually? Well, this is what from '73. Oh, okay. I
That's
was
him
like,
right
okay,
there in the picture.
yeah,
That's him
with
with
the
the
dirty
stash, bro.
stash. Yeah, with the stash. It
So I do
fucking
want
threw
to.
me off. I'm
I've heard
looking
really,
at Fat Jack Nicholson now.
I've heard really good things about this, so I want to check this out. And it's Jack Nicholson. So, now this one in the middle, after Last Detail before Tombstone, I heard this. No, one over.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I
heard.
just looked.
Yeah, I heard this movie is a really good horror movie. It's starring what's the name, John Lithgow.
Yeah.
It's apparently getting a lot of good reviews. I think this is a Shudder film, if I'm not mistaken. The Rule of
Find
Jenny
out.
10. Yeah.
You look at details or whatever. Credits, details, of crew.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm so used to using it on my phone that I forget about.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. Blue Skin Films, Light in the Dark Productions.
Oh, Jay, you also have it in your to watch list. I think it looks like. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that's why it's because of Lithgow, right? And he's
Yeah,
been
but
doing
it also has been getting pushed onto my algorithm lately as something I would like. It seems like a lot of people that like horror movies that I follow were praising this one, and some of these Shudder films sometimes they don't get as much attention because they're on Shudder, but some of them are really good. So I'm gonna make sure to check this one out. It seems like something about like a haunted doll of some sort. It looks like, I don't know. It says elderly psychopath or something. Oh, Dark. Is that this
That was
guy?
the same director.
Okay, I've heard good things about that too.
Coming Home in the Dark.
Oh, that's not what I thought. Never mind.
No.
Yeah,
Whisper
so
Man.
yeah. Okay, so we'll see. That one looked all right. And then Tombstone, of course, which actually is our next pick on Late Night at the Movies, but I actually put this in before I heard that it was going to be our next pick because
Nice.
again, with the passing of Val Kilmer this week, it's one that I heard that was one of his best roles, and I've never seen it before. So I'm very much looking forward to talking about that movie with you guys. Otherwise, there's only one other thing I want to mention here that I guess I didn't mention last time. I may have mentioned it last time, but I think I'm going to watch it in time for our next show. It's Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. It's one of the only David Fincher films I've never seen for some reason. So I'm going to check.
I liked it.
Yeah, Christine liked it as well. And she's read, I think, the book as well, if I'm not mistaken. Have you seen this, Jay?
No.
Yeah, so I want to check this out. I really like, I love Fincher. I really like Daniel Craig. I heard he's a piece of shit in this, though, but I kind of know what the book's about because it's been around a while. So, but I look forward to it nonetheless, just because it's Fincher, and I feel like it's weird that I haven't seen it. I went to watch it the other day, but then something came up and I wasn't able to get into it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to just have it on in the background. Yeah. This is the first bit of it. It's a little complicated. Like I tried to like half watch it and then I just like 20 minutes in, I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. So I'm like, I'll just watch it later. So
yeah,
it's one of those things, but I didn't get to watch too much this last couple of weeks. So there you have it. That's it for me this week.
All right, Jay, what do you got?
I don't think I got as much either. Dun, dun, dun. Oh yeah, I watched the Baby Boss.
Baby.
Boss Baby. Yo, that one's fucking crazy, bro. That one is you know what? I really enjoyed it. I didn't think I was gonna enjoy it that much, but honestly, it's just badass. This kid's fucking badass. I don't know what it is about it. It's just the way they play it out, and it's good for everybody to watch, to be honest with you. So I really enjoyed it.
Honestly, Julie, if you wanted a chance to actually get this guy to watch the Miyazaki, this is the time, because
I know
with his little date night double features that he has these days, this is the only time you can actually get him to watch this film as well, because he'll actually have an audience that's appropriate for some of the Miyazaki films, probably. Well, actually,
some of them are a little bit scary for her, right?
Some of them are pretty deep in terms of like, you know what though? Just visually though, I think that she would enjoy some of them. She might not get some of the deep understanding, but you're right. There's some war stuff in some of these films.
I gotta curate my pick, but yeah, I think that's gonna be my next.
Here's the thing. Here's what we should set up. A double feature for Jay with Miyazaki films. We do the one that we're going to talk about right after.
Yeah.
He watches My Neighbor Totoro, because that's
I was going to say that or Ponyo.
Ponyo, but Totoro is better than Ponyo. in my
Totoro is
opinion.
better. It is better than Ponyo,
And
but
it's a stage
Ponyo is
development.
closer to like her generation of like.
You know what though? Ponyo is Little Mermaid essentially, but just a Japanese version. It's like a fish
True.
version of Little Mermaid. So that she might be into that if she likes Little Mermaid, Jay. So
Totoro is better though.
yeah. And by the way, guys, Jay's not watching a movie with a random
Yeah, no, random kids. Okay, like come on, dude.
It's his girlfriend's kid. Okay, that's all I'm
Yeah.
gonna. I want to put that out there.
His girlfriend has a young daughter. That's how they get into all these kids movies now. So now's my time to lock in.
I think so. I think so because then you can do double feature. You can watch the kid version and then move over to the more adult themed version of the Miyazaki film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you had Boss Baby, now you got Black Bag.
Bro, you like this, eh? Right?
Yeah. Michael Fassbender there. Hey, what's Skarsgård, bro? Was that a brother or fucking what's his name? Gustav.
Yeah, that's one of the agents that sits at the dinner table, not the black guy.
I know he is there, but which is he a brother or
yeah, I think he's one of the brothers.
Because I know Bill and
he's the son
of Stellan.
Yeah, brothers of Bill. Well, yeah, there's like 4 of them. Bro.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. I was gonna say, this has got the most unique name though, the Gustav one.
Yeah. He was good in it.
Yeah. But ultimately, like you said, I mean, you did talk about it on the last one, but I mean, it's ultimately, he's got he's got a weird way of trying to, it's an intelligence thing, kind of like sort of what we were kind of talking about in Enemy of the State prior.
They even use the word black bag in that when they're talking about how Brill went underground. He's like, he's done black bag missions, he's done this, he's done that. Yeah, it's like a term, right? Yeah.
So he's got to ultimately pick between, it's like it says in the synopsis there, he's picking between his country and his fucking wife, and just to see who's the one that's trading is not what's the word I'm looking for? Not the, I guess, rat, and I guess in the sense when it comes to intelligence, right? Leaking stuff out, right?
Yeah, there's a leak in his organization, basically, who's trading up information to their enemies, essentially. So
there's like 6 of them that he had to kind of pick his way through, and then his wife is one of them, and didn't realize that she was going to be on the list. Yeah,
his wife and friends, basically, he has to play games in the sense like trying to interrogate them one by one in his own way, right? To kind of figure out who the person is. Who the not leak. I know what you're talking about, but it's not rat. It's
No, it's the spy. Whoever leaked,
whistleblower.
Whistleblower.
Leak's a good name for it, though. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So I enjoyed it. I really did. It was different. Like, and he's got this weird voice, and he starts off with this weird fucking sounding voice. I know it's Michael Fassbender, but I don't know. For the first like couple lines in the movie, he had this weird. I don't know. The voice kind of got thrown off to me. It wasn't a copy of the movie. It's just he had this more of it's his pitch kind of in a sense where it's like maybe a little higher pitch, but it was kind of like he almost was holding his nose talking. It was weird. It was just he was portraying the character. I'm not 100% sure. I'd like to give it a rewatch and just see, but I thought it was very interesting to the first time watch, right?
Yeah, between that and probably the Monkey, those are probably my favorite things I've watched this year so far. I really like the Black Bag. I think Black Bag, the more you revisit it too, there's the way it's constructed and the dialogue and like the way everything kind of unfolds. I think you'll get more out of it each time you check it out again. Honestly, it's one of those films I think that multiple rewatches is rewarding. Honestly, it's very good, very well done. Yeah. Tight plot.
Yeah. And quick. I mean, it was like an hour and a half long, maybe a little bit longer, but not even too crazy.
Hour 40 minutes. Yeah, it's very, like I said, it's a tight movie. Yeah.
Yeah, quick watch and easy to follow. Well, easy for me to follow along with. So, yeah, this one here, this was such a random thing. I had it on a live TV app, and this one came out. It was on, so I said, "Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna just put this on." And it's funny because I didn't realize that it was Oscar Isaac, dude, and we were just talking about him the other day. But
I don't know if I've seen this one.
This one is,
Really?
yeah.
I don't think I have, which is weird.
Yeah, because you're a fan of these films. This comes after
I don't know who directed this one.
it's a First
Bryan Singer.
Class, then it's Days of Future Past, then it's this. Or is it this, then Days of Future Past? I think it's
This is sort of by popularity. Hold on.
Days of Future Past, I think, is the third one.
okay, then it's this, then Days of Future Past, then. No, it's before. It's before. Yeah, it's before.
Days of Future Past, then this.
Then Apocalypse. Then it's the fucking Phoenix one. Ugh. This one's kind of, to be honest, though. I don't know. Listen, I love all X-Men movies, but this one's not a great one, I would say. It's okay. What did I get it? I did rate it 2.5. There you go.
2.5. Yeah.
There you go.
No, I didn't go much.
I don't know if I've seen it. I don't. Oh, it says I have, but I don't remember.
I mean, this is I like this the First Class trilogy or quadrilogy, whatever they call it, like the four films. I like that team. Like, I like this version of the characters when they brought it back. Like, I really like this timeline. But like First Class and Days of Future Past are really good. I like both of those films.
They were strong, both. Yeah.
Yeah. And then this one and the Phoenix one, especially after this one, are just not as good. Like, the second half just dropped off a cliff for me in terms of like how much I enjoyed the first two. But you still get to see James McAvoy, and you still get to see Michael Fassbender and Jennifer Lawrence. Like, you still get to see all these characters, the actors that are playing them.
Holt having his moment.
Yeah. Oscar Isaac, that you can't even tell is Oscar Isaac in this one.
He loves these characters. Yeah, like Moon Knight, where he doesn't even know it's him unless he's his other character. Yeah,
but he plays him. Yeah, he plays himself though outside of the costume. This you can't tell it's him.
Yeah,
so he's like, this one, no, you don't. I didn't even know until you mentioned it. I didn't even really pay attention to it. Yeah, I thought I was gonna say Batista. I'm like, that guy's in everything, but back then he wouldn't have been in that movie. I don't think. Yeah, right.
So, he was in Guardians at this time.
Yeah, Guardians. I was saying he's maybe not X-Men or the other guys.
But this was not even. You got to remember, this is when Fox owned X-Men. So this isn't even Marvel Studios associated this film like it is now. This is Fox only. So that's the whole reason Oscar Isaac was able to go and play Moon Knight in Marvel, because it had nothing to do with his character in this version of the X-Men, right? And now because of that Deadpool Wolverine, they basically did away with that timeline essentially, right? So it's like they referenced it, but then they acknowledged that it existed, but they're never gonna bring any of those versions of the character. Although I heard the fucking what's his name is gonna come back as Xavier again, which is like, how old is fucking Patrick Stewart at this point in time? It's crazy.
Bro, all that's to do is sit in the wheelchair. He doesn't have to do
Billy's dead.
Yeah, really. Like I heard that he might be in fucking Avengers Doomsday. This is insane at this point. Like, really? Like, I would rather them bring James McAvoy, to be honest with you. I love Patrick Stewart as Xavier. Don't get me wrong. I just feel that they're gonna have to change it up soon. He's like 90. Yeah, like, come on now. Like, bring McAvoy. I think McAvoy's a great Xavier. Yeah, I don't know.
It's gonna be he's those guys from Star Trek live forever, dude.
Yeah,
well, Shatner still going.
Hold on, look at this. Sorry,
no,
this is Oscar Isaac.
Yeah, how do you even fucking know it's him?
You don't.
You can't.
There's Oscar Isaac as Apocalypse.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
A lot of fucking makeup there.
You put yours back on.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. It's at the stage.
Some of these are just random ones that I threw up there. I looked at the one, like you said, that you were showing with the doll there. I can't see that because my screen's not big enough right now. But yeah, that one there, the Rule of Strategy. I put that one there because I just seen it recently, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna check it out because I like John Lithgow, and it popped up in a feed of mine on my phone when I was looking through Letterboxd. So I said, you know what, I'll check it out. Maybe that's why, because you had already had it marked too, right?
Yeah, that's possible. Yeah.
But this one here too, I wanted to check it out. I can't remember what the fuck the plot line was for it, but it caught my attention. The Severance movie.
Yeah, that's not the show though. I mean,
I know it's not the show. It's something different, but it was like something that caught my attention. I was like, maybe I'll take a right.
You put two different versions of Severance here. You're watching everything called Severance now.
Yeah, I want to see what's the difference. This is Termina's story of one man's battle against the Mafia, right? So maybe that's why I was throwing them in there just to see what they're all about, right?
It's got super high fucking ratings, whatever this is. Holy cow.
Yeah, bro. That's what I mean. Like it kind of caught my attention. I don't know why. I heard something about Severance.
Yeah.
They were talking about it. They were even talking about it in the fucking thing, bro. They said they keep using that word. I know it's meant for different things, right? But they used it in the fucking black bag too, and it kept it's like it kept calling for me to like look stuff up about it, right? It was weird, right? So I started going through this, right?
Well, okay, so only 31 people have watched it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like many. A lot of it on Watchlist. There's only 8 likes, so it's nothing crazy, but
Oh,
yeah,
no wonder that people that are rating it are probably people that are in the film.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right?
This one has got a lot more traffic.
Yeah, that's what I was like looking at it. No, and I don't even know
What
what
has
it's
this guy
about.
done?
Creep. I don't know. I've never seen it.
Not the correct labyrinth.
It's Get Santa. What the fuck is Get Santa? I keep seeing that. It's popped up like 3 times.
It's like Get Shorty.
Same director.
Yeah.
Review by Pube. Not great ratings. 3 stars.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. What else did I put up there? There's other stuff that's just like still coming out.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall, you've never seen?
Yeah, but I want to rewatch it. Why not, man? It's always fun to rewatch.
Did you hear the recent news about what's his name? Buddy in this.
Is anyone shocked?
No, not at all. No.
I never heard it. No, Russell Brand. What's the new stuff?
Brand got charged for like rape for 2 women or something, like assault and rape from like 10 years ago or something.
No wonder he moved to the US and found Jesus. You know?
Yeah, he became super right wing. Then he became a religious zealot type of person who like
feels like it was to get ahead of all this. Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. That's what everybody is saying now, right? Because it's super weird because this guy is literally ran the spectrum of political beliefs as well as religious beliefs. Like, I used to be a big fan of this dude. I even read some of he has like an autobiography about his like exploits back in the day because he was a pretty wild guy in terms of his drug use and like, But like you said, like the stuff even I knew about him, does it surprise me that that's possibly true? These convictions? No, it doesn't surprise me whatsoever. So no, not great, but he'll always be remembered for me in this film and Get Him to the Greek. Of course,
Get Him to the Greek is so good.
Furry walls, Jay, you're in your furry walls.
Yeah.
I've heard good things about this movie too.
Yeah, somebody said something about this to me, and I to check it out, right?
Well, Lakeith Stanfield's great. The guy is in this. Is it Atlanta?
Yeah, Stanfield. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just, I threw some stuff that I was just looking at and hearing. Like,
Miles has watched it.
Somebody said at work. Somebody at my work said something about it too. So
yeah, well, that's the good thing about this, right? Oh. Let's talk about your girl here, though. I seen this edition, Melanie Lansky here. Oh, look how young she is in this film. That one underneath Severance there, Julie. That one in the middle. Yeah. What is this, Jay? Jay's in love with this girl.
No, she's kind of like because it's 2 sides to every mystery, right? So this is, I think, more of her psycho style role. I think maybe in 2.5 Men television show, like that, coming out of that era.
Bro, are you up to date on Yellow Jackets?
Oh yeah.
Bro, she's fucked. I can't even like this person.
I love it, bro. It's fucking just the way she's acting this whole fucking thing. She's good.
Terrible. She's such a reprehensible human being on that show. Like, I cannot get behind her at all. Like, I mean, I get behind her. I'm sure you would, but
oh yeah. But I get in between her too. But I mean, yeah. No, I still like her character and thing too. She's
great.
Character.
She's just her character is such a piece of shit on that show. She really is. I don't know how you're supposed to like this woman. Is all I'm saying. She's terrible.
I don't know. I don't even know how to say it. I just wanted to check it out because it had her in it. So I thought, I heard something about it, and I was like, all right, let's check it out. Let's go and see what kind of movie she has that I can check out.
I do actually also want to mention the other movie one you have here, Adolescence. It's at the
I haven't seen it yet.
This is a show that apparently is one of those things like the Birdman stuff, Julie, where they do it all with apparently
one shots or
Yeah.
like fake one shots. Yeah.
Apparently it's unscripted, like or I think they have like an idea of the plot or something like that, but it's basically them just doing reactionary stuff where the people are showing up and they're keeping the cuts. Like there's no additional like scenes that they film or something like that. Like there's this whole article I was reading about it, like how impressive the approach to this show is. It's getting all kinds of rave reviews, this show right now, because of that. And this guy is in it, Stephen Graham, who's excellent. I've seen him in all kinds of things.
Isn't it like what do you call it? Like a docu-series or something like that, where it's like four episodes or something like that?
No, but the way they do it is they just like there's no like additional like basically whatever they record is what they keep, like apparently, or like all one shot or something like that. Hold on, I'm looking up the article right now. It's very interesting. Filming at
4.1. I mean, that's not a bad. Yeah, third episode, one of the most. Yeah, see, so it's a couple episodes they put it into.
The action unfolds in real time, from the police conducting an early morning raid, taking this guy in for questioning and interrogating him to find out that what really happened, blah, blah, blah. It delivers the signature one-shot style throughout all 4 of the episodes. So like even like stuff that's going on, Jay, let's say like they're filming like a scene inside the police station. Whatever the next scene's going to be, like people have to be set up like outside the station, let's say, for the next group of shots that are going to be happening. And somebody's just following the actors around, like apparently like just doing this like thing where they're just filming it. Like that's apparently the approach that they took to, because that's the whole thing with the one shot, right, Julie? If I'm describing it correctly. Yeah. Like they're not taking cuts and doing this kind of thing and splicing a bunch of scenes together and like doing multiple takes. And
or they're doing like with Birdman, they would do like transitional shots where it would be like they pan across a wall and there's a cut there, but you don't notice. Yeah,
I'm sure they're doing
they try
that
to make it feel like it's one shot.
Yeah, I'm sure they're doing that. But although, look, there's a quote from them directly. There's no stitching of takes together. It was one entire shot, whether I wanted it to be or not. Nice. So like even in the approach, apparently this is like super impressive. I've heard of this.
I was gonna say that on its own is impressive because that means the people in the show get no breaks.
Yeah, it says Lewis and Barantini shot everything as one continuous scene to create a feeling of tension and nervousness as the story and the characters' intentions reveal themselves. Collaboration, finding the right locations, and finding the right camera gear were all key to pulling it off. And then apparently there's like a whole thing here where they break down like the guy's process on this. So like they're writing up
a timeline.
What's that?
They have to be like a timeline because they'd have to do it within a certain shot.
That's what they're saying. It's all in real time. They have to execute everything they need to do within an episode, like based off that. That's fucking crazy. That's a lot of prep, man.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if the show's any good, but apparently just from a perspective of like what they are doing in terms of their approach to filming it is pretty impressive. So, yeah.
Nothing really else that's out of the ordinary. I mean, everything that's coming out in 2025, I'm always waiting to see. Most of this shit, anyways, at least the big box office stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, other than that, I just that's all I had. Really.
Julie,
Tombstone for the next one.
Right, Julie, if you can very quickly, since we're done with all our lists, can we maybe touch on if we can bring up Val Kilmer's movies that he's done? Maybe talk about him quickly. So yeah, as Jay said, Tombstone is our next pick on Late Night at the Movies. Make sure to check that out. But I just want to take a glance at the movies he had worked on throughout his career. Maybe get some other ideas here.
Maybe I should keep it at popularity.
Yeah. Let's take a look at his top hits here.
Top Gun.
Yeah, Top Gun.
Prince of Egypt.
I haven't seen that.
Oh my god.
Not the animated.
He's the voice of Moses. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen that one. He has a very small but interesting part in True Romance. He's Elvis Presley, but they don't actually show him. Like he has glasses on and stuff, and he envisions Elvis Presley in that movie. This one is actually a very under the radar pick. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. That is him and what's his name? Robert Downey Jr. And if you guys are a fan of Shane Black's film, specifically that other comedy that he did with Ryan Gosling, The Nice Guys, which I fucking love. Iron Man 3 wasn't that great, but I highly recommend Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. It's basically the movie he did that has the same tone to The Nice Guys, which I love that movie, which he did years later, but it's got the same kind of back and forth dynamic. Instead of Ryan Gosling and what's his name in The Nice Guys, it's those two, Val Kilmer and Robert Downey Jr. So yeah, very good. I like that one a lot. Who's in this one? Yeah, Russell. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't remember the other guy he plays opposite of, but I love The Nice Guys very much. So. But Julie, Batman Forever. I mean, I know, yeah, yeah.
We love a Batman movie.
I'm with you. I'm with you on this one. People try to talk shit about this movie. The one that they should be talking shit about is the fourth one during this period. The Batman and Robin with, I hate to say it, but Arnold Schwarzenegger is Mr. Freeze, which is the only redeeming quality.
You know what, though? I still enjoy it. I don't care.
So do I, but it's definitely the worst out of those for this era of films. Yeah. Batman and Robin actually has, I mean, you get fucking Jim Carrey as the Riddler in that film. What more do you want? Like, in my opinion.
Exactly.
Yeah, like, come on.
Fucking, I forgot, I guess, that he was in he was Blunt Man in the Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Yeah. I seen that.
The Love Guru. It was incredible.
I didn't actually remember he was in Deja Vu. That's another Tony Scott film with Denzel. That one's an out there concept.
I was trying to think of where was he in this one because I've seen this one.
Yeah, I don't remember him. I think he's one of the people that that's like scientists that he goes and sees in this. He must be. I think he's one of the scientists here.
Agent Priguara?
Okay, maybe he's a cop then. I can't remember. I like this one though. Very interesting concept. That's a Tony Scott. I've never seen the sequel of Bad Lieutenant with him.
MacGruber.
Yeah, he's in some bad ones too. But this guy apparently, though, from everything I've heard, is like a true artist, though, like an actual, like I think he actually was what's that?
It's like he tried everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like a lot of people speak very highly of him. But then he's one of these guys too that apparently, like at some point of his career, is deemed difficult to work with, right? So, you know, I don't know if that's true or not, but that's, you know, from what I've heard, that was the rub on him at some point of his career. What's that? Is that video game voice?
Doc. Nah, it looks like a behind the scenes shit.
Oh, like making of kind of thing. Yeah.
Hey, writer.
I also heard good things about The Saint, which is basically like a Mission Impossible type movie that you had scrolled past. It was a little farther up. Another podcast that I really enjoy. They chose to highlight that movie this year in light of his death, because I think they did some of the other big ones already. It's kind of came out around the same time as Mission Impossible with Tom Cruise, apparently, but he's like an agent or something in it. So if you like those type of movies, it's definitely worth checking out. Oh yeah, this guy's done a lot of those type of movies. So yeah,
The Giver.
Elizabeth Shue's in that, who's like gorgeous, and I love her.
Yeah, he's done a lot, man.
Yeah, so I'm very much looking forward to talking about Tombstone, and there's definitely a couple other ones here. I mean, for anybody who hasn't seen them, he has a very small part in it, but I definitely would check out True Romance. Heat especially. I mean, Julie, you just got to watch Heat so you get half of me and Max's references on this show.
No, it's in the watch list already.
Listen, for us, the action is the juice. Okay, just remember that.
Is Top Gun in my fucking watch list? Probably should be.
Yeah, there's a lot of homoeroticism in that film.
Oh my god.
Oh, I guess that's one of his daughters. I thought Sofia Coppola was his director daughter. I guess he's got another one. If that's the same. Yeah.
Granddaughter.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Trying to steal Daddy
Grandpa's
name.
She directed that last Showgirl movie. Go back to her thing there. That's that one that what's her name just did. Pamela Anderson. This is like coming back to this is like her substance essentially this year.
Oh shit!
Yeah, she plays
Gonna be a showgirl.
Barbed Wire, man. Fucking right.
She's not a barbed wire. She's a showgirl.
That opening scene, man. Yeah. That's cinema right there.
Oh man. What was the one where she was before? She was like Pamela Anderson before she had what the fuck was that called? The Red Door.
Baywatch.
No, there was in a movie that she doesn't even look like her. She's like a ginger haired, like she doesn't have the blonde hair and the big breasts. What the fuck was it called?
Oh, I don't know. I've seen Barbarella. That's like one of the only ones I've seen.
This is before she was fucking Pamela Anderson, right? Like before she became the one we know of now. Look at her. She looks so fucked up.
What do you mean?
Makeup does a lot.
She's not wearing makeup. Relax, Westwood.
Yeah, no, this is like probably one of the old ones, man. Like original before she was even blonde haired. Yeah,
Hold on, let me sort by release.
Oh yeah, she was in that Naked Gun. That's right.
Newest. Try oldest. Yeah, I'm gonna say from oldest. Where the fuck was it?
Bro, I don't know. This is all like
Snapdragon. Snapdragon. Yeah, that one, bro.
Oh, I haven't seen this.
Yeah,
hello,
bro. Yeah, it doesn't even look like her, and she gets a little naked. In
a psychosexual thriller. Okay, I'm putting this on my list.
You know what?
Doesn't have great ratings.
No, I know. Probably not.
This is Jay's next
pick. Probably.
Yeah. That was one of those VHS
cleavage.
How's it going, ladies? My next pick is Snapdragon.
Snapdragon, all the ladies. Oh.
Oh yeah, she had one of the funniest openings with when she did the Scary Movie.
The Scary Movie 3.
Like, are you okay? And the person's head,
is. Yeah. Oh God!
They're just the dumb blondes at the start. It's her and Melissa McCarthy. No, Jenny McCarthy. They're just running around in schoolgirl tops. At least she was able to joke about it, like, you know what I mean, like that kind of stuff. I like Pamela Anderson, and she's been through a lot. That's, I watched that Tommy and Pam show. Jay, come on now, you gotta feel bad for her.
I don't know. She got the fucking baton. That's what she got.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that one.
Yeah. All right.
She got the drumstick, if you know what I mean.
And that's gonna do it, I think, for this episode of Late Night Letterboxd. Is our Capitan Julie, who's directing the Letterboxd over there, doing the final stretch of the night there and vape.
I'm tired, bro. I'm tired.
We should wrap her up. All right. What's that, Jay?
Don't worry, no therapy tonight.
Okay, good.
Nah, I gotta go to bed. I ain't got time tonight.
Well, that's gonna do it for this episode of Late Night Letterboxd, everyone. Make sure to tune in next time. We should have Max hopefully back on for next one as well. And I think we also, like I said, we're talking about Tombstone over.
I hope so. It's his pick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I hope so. You never know. We might get another rumbly tummy at the before.
We have another derail and have to do something on the fly.
Maybe I'll record from the John just for him.
I saw this on the can. It was okay.
I saw it when I was on the computer. Yeah, it was a great movie.
I forgot that ongoing joke. Got to keep that alive. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I love that bit.
I'm gonna start doing that for my Letterboxd reviews now. I saw this on the subway. It was all right.
I watched this on the escalator. It was fine.
It's funny. You could do that with that smiling friends thing. Those little shorts. You could do that with that. You can actually be on an escalator, and by the time you're at the top, it's over.
I watched this while going down the elevator this morning. It was fine. Oh man, people are like,
"What happens when you get to 1 o'clock in the morning?"
People that aren't in on the joke are like, "What are these guys laughing about?" But make sure to tune in for those reviews. I'm gonna start doing reviews like that so we can click on them.
Those will be our shorts.
I watched this on the shitter. It was all right. Yeah, Jay, you should do.
That's all I gotta say. I watched this on the shitter. That's all I gotta say. Peace out.
You gotta write that on your short. Do those on your shorts, Jay.
When I don't like the episode or something, yeah.
I just
Oh,
jerked
God.
into Snapdragon on the shitter. It was all right.
It was all right. Yeah, only got through the first like 2 minutes.
Oh God.
Please do it. Keep it alive. Keep it going.
Oh fuck.
All right. So that's gonna be late night Letterboxd, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks.
Oh.
Bye.